Amina wiped the sweat from her brow as she sat outside her tiny mud brick house in the heart of a bustling African village. The scorching sun beat down, but her heart felt colder than the shade she sat in. Her stomach grumbled, and she pulled her tattered scarf tighter around her shoulders. Her two children, Kato and Nassim, played nearby, their laughter masking the hunger that gnawed at their bellies. Life had not been kind to Amina. Once, she had been a beloved wife, but when her husband took a younger bride, he cast her and their children out, with nothing but the clothes on their backs. She had begged for work, but in a village where even men struggled to find jobs, opportunities were scarce for a woman with no formal education. She spent her days washing clothes for pennies, fetching water for those who could afford to pay, and sometimes, when the hunger was unbearable, she picked leftover grains from the market ground. Rent was overdue, and the landlord had already warned her that if she didn't pay soon, she and her children would have to sleep in the open. That evening, as the sun set and darkness crept in, Amina knelt beside her sleeping children. She whispered a desperate prayer, her voice cracking. God, I have nothing left. I don't know what to do. Please help me. The next morning, she woke up to a knock at her door. She hesitated before opening it, fearing it was the landlord coming to evict her, but instead, she found Mama Fatuma, an older woman known for her kindness. Amina, my daughter, I couldn't sleep last night, Mama Fatuma said, holding a bag filled with food. I kept hearing your name in my heart. Are you all right? Tears welled in Amina's eyes as she nodded, unable to find the words. Mama Fatuma stepped inside, setting down the food. You are not alone, my child. The village women have decided to help you. We will contribute small amounts every week so that you can buy food and pay rent, and I know someone who needs a helper at the market. It's not much, but it's something. Amina sobbed, falling to her knees. God heard me, she whispered. He heard me. That day, she fed her children until their bellies were full. She walked to the market, head held high, and began working, knowing that while her journey was far from over, she was no longer alone. God had answered her in the most unexpected way, just when she had lost all hope. As the days passed, Amina worked tirelessly, and the support from her community helped her get back on her feet. She knew the struggles weren't over, but she also knew that God's timing was always perfect, even when she couldn't see it coming. Each night, as she tucked Kato and Nassim into bed, she whispered, God will always make a way.